Matt Reeves' The Batman universe is about to expand with its first spin-off, The Penguin, a series that will lay the groundwork for the sequel. The events of the show pick up just a week after the finale of The Batman. Interestingly, there won't be a traditional lead protagonist. According to Reeves, the series aims to evoke empathy for the characters, even when they're doing some downright bad things. The team wanted to shake things up and present something fresh in a short time frame. The director has already teased that the ending will be particularly special and will set the stage for Oswald's role in The Batman 2. He also revealed that Colin Farrell is locked in for the sequel, playing a crucial role, and that he's quite satisfied with the script, which Reeves co-wrote with Mattson Tomlin. And for those holding their breath, the filming of the second Batman is set to kick off in early 2025. Matt went on to explain that his crime saga, encompassing both the films and series, is a reflection on what Gotham really is at its core. The franchise seeks to explore this brutal city while addressing the question, why are its citizens' lives so grim and dangerous? But before you get too excited, despite fan theories and wishful thinking, don't expect Bruce Wayne to make an appearance in The Penguin. Robert Pattinson has not been called in for the show. However, what really matters here are the juicy details about the Batman sequel, which came up alongside talk of the spin-off. Matt Reeves wants to keep the point of view of the Batman for Bruce's emotional arc in the next movies. A lot of times what happens is you establish the Batman in the first movie, and then the next movie is the Riddler's movie or the Joker's movie, and the Rogues Gallery takes center stage. I wanted to find a way to keep Batman as the central arc of the movies. And of course, the most anticipated question is, who will be the main villain in The Batman Part 2? Matt himself has hinted at Mr. Freeze, expressing interest in portraying him in a more grounded, realistic way. In other words, even if they do go with Freeze, don't expect to see his classic look. The Reevesverse plays by different rules, so we won't be getting the comic book or animated-like version of the character. But just because there's been talk about Freeze doesn't guarantee he'll be the next villain. In fact, it's pretty unlikely. There are other, much more fitting contenders. One name that's been teased and seems like a more probable choice is Hush. A hint about him was already dropped in the first film. It's worth noting that Hush fits the dark, gritty tone of Reeves' Gotham perfectly. Hush, aka Thomas Elliot, is a surgeon and childhood friend of Bruce Wayne. He's a relatively newer addition to Batman's Rogues Gallery, introduced in 2003 by Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee. In the comics, Thomas teams up with the Riddler, manipulating villains like Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, and Clayface to uncover Batman's identity. That kind of manipulation and psychological warfare would fit like a glove in The Batman Part 2. The sequel's plot could easily pick up where the Riddler's arc left off, with Thomas Elliot using Edward Nashton's knowledge to ruin Bruce's life. Paul Dano, who played the Riddler, is signed on for 3 projects, fueling speculation that he could return in the second movie. Plus, Hush exposed the dirty dealings of Thomas Wayne in the first movie, connecting a secret agreement between Wayne and Falcone. While this was a manipulative tactic, it hints that Hush may already exist in the Reevesverse. Elliot's grudge against Bruce, stemming from childhood, could serve as the perfect motive for his vendetta, allowing the Batman 2 to delve even deeper into the dark secrets of the Wayne family. Through Hush, the murky past of the Waynes could be further explored, opening up endless possibilities for new storylines. All eyes are also on the much-anticipated return of Barry Keoghan's Joker, teased in the finale of the first part. Matt Reeves has made it clear that his version of Joker will be unlike any previous portrayals. In a deleted scene, he is shown as highly intelligent. Interestingly, reports suggest that his facial scars aren't from the canonical acid bath at Ace Chemicals, but instead are the result of a severe skin disease. Reeves has emphasized the Joker's strategic brilliance, fueling speculation that he might have once been a cop or even a detective. Imagine the twist. Gotham's deadliest villain could be a former justice seeker turned by the corruption and crime he once fought against. His descent into madness exacerbated by an incurable, disfiguring disease like ichthyosis or leprosy. This fresh origin opens up some seriously intriguing questions about Joker's past and how it might play into the future of Gotham. His line about comeback stories even hints that iconic villains could escape Arkham and wreak havoc in upcoming films, adding a layer of tension and anticipation to the series. But will all of this unfold in The Batman 2? We'll have to wait for more updates, though it's a safe bet that Joker's presence will be felt in future projects. He may not dominate the next movie, but Barry Keoghan is definitely set to make his mark on Gotham one way or another. But there's another variant, and it's quickly becoming the most likely option. The Batverse took a grounded, gritty approach to its adaptation of DC characters. The Riddler's usual green question mark suit was replaced with military gear, and Colin Farrell's Penguin ditched the black and white theatrical look for a more mafia boss aesthetic. Yet there's one group fans have been dying to see on screen for over a decade: the Court of Owls. Made up of Gotham's wealthiest citizens, even Bruce Wayne couldn't afford the membership. It is an Illuminati-type organization that secretly controls the city. As well as having a near infinite amount of wealth and impeccable secrecy, the court also has highly trained assassins known as Talons, whom they send to kill key targets. In the comics, Bruce initially dismisses the court as nothing more than a myth, until they send one of the Talons after him. This ties in perfectly with Matt Reeves' comment that the Batman 2 will take Bruce to places he never anticipated. Also, the director provides details in a recent interview with SFX hinting to the Court of Owls. It's another mystery that's going to dig into the epic story about deeper corruption, and it goes into places that he couldn't even anticipate in the first one. The seeds of where this goes are all in the first movie. He also says Batman universe might push to the edge of fantastical, but we would never go into full fantastical. That statement aligns with how the Court of Owls could fit perfectly into the gritty realism of the Reeves-verse. Secret societies, political puppeteering, and elite assassins all feel plausible in this version of Gotham. So while nothing is confirmed yet, the Court of Owls seems like a natural progression for a sequel that promises to delve even deeper into the dark, corrupt heart of Gotham. Stay tuned.